Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I'm Penge and welcome to Railroute, a game where we design, build and automate a railway network, but we look at it through a sort of admin overview type thing if you like. We don't lay train tracks down across a lovely landscape and see little 3D models of trains pootling about everywhere. There's none of that going on. We see everything like a train dispatcher would, with all the connections and stations and trains and everything else on a kind of great big interactive 2D map. It looks a little bit, I suppose, like a gigantic flow diagram. There's all kind of lines connecting everything up and arrows saying what's got to go in what direction, and there's areas where the trains have to stop and the lights and the tunnels and everything else, and then we have to manage that great big interactive 2D map to make sure that everything is working properly and also efficiently. And if there is one thing that we are good at in the Geek Cupboard, it's efficiency. Oh, we're very good at making things efficient. We are definitely not going to end up with the worst rail network in the entire world. Oh no, it's all going to be brilliant. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, here we go, and welcome to Birmingham, everybody. I've chosen to play on the Birmingham rail network, mainly because out of all of the maps that are in the game right now, Birmingham is the closest one to where I am right now. They didn't have the Northampton rail network on there, weirdly enough, so I've chosen Birmingham because it's not that far away, and I've been on it many times. I'm quite familiar with the names of the stations. I mean, Nuneaton Station right there, I was there not that long ago, so I'm sort of familiar with it. So I thought, do you know what, let's go and see if we can sort out the Birmingham rail network. So here we are. Now what are we looking at? We are looking at a teeny tiny bit of the rail network, but it's all we have access to right now. So over here we have Nuneaton Station, and it's got two platforms, platform 1 just there and platform 2 just there. It can have platforms 3, 4 and 5, but we haven't got those yet. We have to kind of invest money into those and then they can get added into the rail network. So right now, Nuneaton's got platforms 1 and 2, and then there's one line going over here to Atherstone Station over here, and that's only got, weirdly, platform 2. I don't know why the only platform they have is platform 2 and not platform 1, but there we go, that's what we have. So at the moment, that's all we've got. We can only send trains between Nuneaton and Atherstone. However, you will notice on the map, there are lots of other things. And the map, if we zoom out a little bit, is actually quite big. Look how big the map is. So we've got access to that little bit over there. All these things here are individual stations with many platforms going on. There's a Lichfield Trent Valley over there, Adderley Park down here, got Marston Green down there, and then over here in the corner we've got the big one, Birmingham New Street, a great big kind of super terminus type thing with access to many platforms, up to 8 over there, many platforms indeed over there. So the idea is that we slowly but surely build a rail network connecting everything up, and we move trains around and make sure that people get to where they need to be on time and all that kind of stuff. And we can unlock different types of trains. We can get freight trains and passenger trains and everything else. However, right now we have to do things at a very sort of straightforward basic level, and it's all manually controlled. I think the overall idea of the game is to try and automate things a little bit, and you can sort of buy special kind of automating options. But right now, we have to do things manually. It's all manual, click on this to make that go, click on that to do that, because we have to start somewhere. And we've got 2,000 money, just, 2,000 generic units of money. And then, yes, we haven't got a high score. And these are kind of sort of researchy point type things. So we get these if we have lots of trains moving around at the same time as part of a cycle. So yes, at the moment, I don't think we've got much, have we? But when we get these kind of, these sort of, I don't know what they're called, but these green kind of research points and the red research point things, we can spend them on things. So for example, there, look, we can have automatic routing by spending 5 of our green little kind of train points, which means that the things, the little kind of routing points are automatically set. Or for example, over here, we can auto-accept trains into particular stations. At the moment, that's a job that we have to do manually. We have to say, yes, okay, train, in you come. But with that set, the trains just come in and get a platform and it's all automated. So the idea is that we start off with it all being very kind of, very manual and hands-on. But yeah, in the future, we do want it to be a little bit more automated. We need lots of trains going around, and it's supposed to kind of maybe flow relatively effectively and efficiently. I don't know if we'll get that far. I don't know if we'll get to that point, but let's just have a fun play, shall we? So I can confirm, by the way, that spacebar is pause, but because time is ticking on and we have a train waiting over here, I did have to press spacebar to pause the game the moment it loaded, because otherwise the train would have got impatient and such like. So yeah, I can confirm that spacebar is paused, just to prove unpaused and paused. There we go. I can happily confirm that spacebar is pause. Well done, game. Good job. Right, so over here in Nuneaton, we have a train waiting to come in on platform 1. So we can see that it wants to come in on platform 1, so Nuneaton on platform 1, and then it wants to go to Atherstone, and onto platform 2 of Atherstone, and then it wants to come back to Nuneaton. So it's making a relatively simple trip along here to there and then back again. Nice and easy. And given that that's our current kind of setup of things, that's all we're going to have for a little while until we can get some money. So let's just do one quick little train trip, shall we? So we want to go, yes, okay, you're allowed to come in. Absolutely. So you can come in and you want to go onto platform 1. That's what that's telling us. You can send it to platform 2 if we want to, but that would be silly. So into platform 1 you come, we unpause time, and the train comes in. And it's coming, at relatively sort of realistic speeds. It's taking a little while, so let's just sort of hurry time up. Right, so the train has arrived, and that countdown there is telling us that it's going to leave in that many seconds, and then it's going to leave for Atherstone. So now we need to kind of plot a route from Nuneaton platform 2 to Atherstone platform 2. And at the moment it's relatively simple because it's just a long one kind of line like that. It's nice and straightforward. So we have ourselves a little kind of switch over here. And if we look at the minute, the switch is pointing at platform 2 at Nuneaton and not platform 1. So we need to click that to switch it round. So now it's connecting up down here, and then the only place it can go is over there, which is fine. So now all we need to do is click that kind of little sort of on-off toggle type thing, the kind of route switch thing just there, and go, yeah, okay, that's fine. So that's now open, the line goes green, and that means that that train can now, when it's ready to depart, in however long it is, let's run time on nice and quick, there we go, that train can now depart, it will go along here, it'll see that's accepted, sort of open, it'll go along here, that switch is correct, it'll go all the way across there, and over to platform 2 at Atherstone. So let's move time on nice and quick, because that's what we've got to do. So that goes along there, and it's going to arrive at Atherstone Station any time now. And there we go. Right, it arrives there, and it's going to leave in 48 seconds. And now it's got to go back to Nuneaton, so back where we started, but it's now going to platform 2. So we need to do a little change over here. So that needs to change. So currently the switch is pointing down onto platform 1. So we want to switch that onto platform 2. There we go. And then we can open that line up. So now it's going back to platform 2. But the train is facing the wrong way. So we have to reverse the train by simply right-clicking it, which is absolutely fine. There we go. Now the only thing is, because we have to do that manually. We have to do that ourselves. If we had a special magical thingamajig that allowed us to do it automatically, that would just happen. And that would save us having to do extra clicks and fiddling about and all that kind of stuff. Right, so we get one train coming through. That's going to go back over there onto platform 2. And there we go. It's all going to be lovely. They get over there, platform 2, and eventually they kind of leave and go somewhere else. There we go, look. So we've got, what's that? Dispatch 10 trains on time. Ooh, and the trial train has finished. Ah, right, okay, so this is part of our contract, I think. So we get given contracts to run certain kind of trains at certain times. So that was our trial train. I didn't realise that. So the contract button is here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so this is our contract. So we've got to run these particular trains and make sure they get to where they need to go. But of course we know where they're going because we've only got one little kind of thing happening. So I think that is that our current contract that we've got going on? Possibly. I'm not quite sure. Do you know, we'll wing it. It's going to be fine. So we get paid 2,000 monies, which is exciting, if we accept that contract, which I think we can do. So, okay, we will accept that. Thank you very much. And that gives us one little kind of exciting green point thing over there because we have a train on time, which is wonderful. So I guess in that cycle, we had a train on time and there are 3 remaining. Okay, so now that needs to kind of get out of the way. And then we just sort of have to hang around, I think, and wait. I think the next one is 8:15, and then 8:30, and then 8:45. So we can just sort of hang around a bit. There is the wonderful 25 times faster time thing. Right, there we go. So that train is coming in. So yes, you want to come in onto platform 1. Absolutely. We'll switch the switch, open that thing up so it's ready, because we know where you've got to go, because there is only one route at the minute. So you're ready to go. You head out to Atherstone onto the only platform we can get over there. Yeah, when the line is in use, it goes red. So we can't make any changes to that line. Right, there we go. Flick that switch, open that up, rotate the train around, and you are ready to go back when the time comes. So there we go. You now leave, head back over here, back to platform 2. That's why I made that switch there. So you go back into platform 2, and that will be that of the train completed. So boop, there we go. A few seconds until that clears off. There we go. Trial train finished. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that means. Is that another contracted train that we're supposed to be doing? Accepted. Oh, we're doing. Oh, okay, right. We've been given multiple kind of contracts. Oh, okay. I didn't realise we've been given those. Sometimes they pop up. I thought the idea was they're supposed to pop up and then you kind of accept them and roll with it from there. But no. Okay, do you know what? We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Because, we've only got one little line to manage. I'm sure we can muddle through. Right, you, com3430. Can we see what that is in here? Can we see whether it's one of these things? I'm not sure. I don't know. Well, whatever. Let's make sure it gets to where it needs to go. So again, it's coming in on number 1. Flick that around. Open it up. It's only got one place to go. We'll leave it on 25 speed because we might as well. At the moment, life is very simple. So get that back over here. And there we go. And yeah, eventually you can buy sort of train tracks that go at different speeds and all that kind of stuff. You want to go back to number 2. So let's just sort that out. Turn the train round. Right. So you can come down here and then that train will be out of the way. Now, is that another contract thing? I'm not quite sure. But there we go. And then Nuneaton 2 is where it is. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit confused there. That's another trial train for another contract. We'll accept that as well. Let's accept all the contracts. It's all going to be fine. And then another train will come in, I imagine, at 8:45. Okay, so again, yeah, you want to go from 1. This is very, very simple. Right, okay, there we go. So again, run it forward really quickly, and then we'll just do the same as we've already seen. And then with our money mounting up, we could potentially start buying extra things. We could buy another platform, Atherstone maybe, and have 2 platforms going crazy there. But yeah, so this is all ready to go. But I think maybe that's what we could do. Now, I'm not envisaging at any point being able to get this entire map covered, because this is a game about automation and processing and flows, and I'm not very good at that kind of thing. But if we could just get a few little kind of stations connected up, maybe if we could get another platform in Atherstone, that'd be quite good. I don't know what they are. I'm not entirely sure what these things are. They might be sort of holding points where you can keep trains waiting while other things are going on. I'm not quite sure. I will admit, I didn't do the entire tutorial. The tutorial is kind of like a story mode as well. But yeah, it goes on a bit, I'll be honest. The tutorial goes on a bit. But yeah, it's quite nice, and it's got a nice sort of voiceover thing happening with it. But I did the basics. I kind of understood the basics of it, but I didn't do anything in depth, which might possibly be a little bit of an issue, but it's fine. We shall muddle through, as we often do. Right, so get you back over here. Yeah, if we could, say, connect up, I don't know, Coles Hill Parkway over there, or maybe Tamworth. Might be quite fun with the 4 things. That'd be quite good. Okay, got another one accepted over there as well. So now, what have we got? So we've got 4... What does that tell us? What is that telling us? The cycle starts at 8 o'clock. And 4 of the 4 trains have been on time, which is brilliant for us. That's very good. Hooray for the trains being on time. So now, if we run it on a little bit, so now we can see the upcoming trains. Yeah, you get automated contracts manager and interface configs and all sorts of things. You can also build. So you can add bits of line. It's quite expensive, but you can add sort of extra little kind of bits of line to maybe help you out. Maybe now, we could buy ourselves a new platform at Atherstone. I don't know how much it's going to be. It's 1,000 monies. I think it might be worth investing in a new thing over at Atherstone, just to move things around a bit better. And, it means we've got 2 platforms over there. Let's do that, show. So let's buy that. At the moment, that platform isn't connected to anything. So now we need to go over here. And I think it might be worth getting it sort of to go over here and then down there like that. And then there'll be a little switch over here determining whether the train goes that way or along a bit and across here. I think that might be the best thing for us to do. So like that. And then, yeah, that little kind of circle there implies there is a switch. There is a switch going on. So now, if we come out of that, there we go. we've now got 2 platforms at Atherstone and 2 at Nuneaton. Right, there is somebody coming in. So the moment it's still relatively straightforward, but okay, so you can go onto platform 1, and then, yeah, this is all fine. Boop and boop. Right, like that. Now, the only thing is, are we going to get different contracts coming in? We've accepted these. Oh, I see what's going on. I see. So now we've accepted contracts for all these different things. So we've just got to make sure we meet those contracts. We did like a trial train to go, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, we can do that. We can manage it. And now we've got a train coming in at 9:15. What at 10 o'clock? What 9:30? What 9:15? And what at 9:45? Hang on a minute. That says 10 o'clock. Contracts. Live train. Next is at 10 o'clock. Oh, the next one of those is at 10 o'clock because that one is already here. So now we've just got to keep things ticking over. Just got to keep things running as best we can. I mean, these are fairly straightforward contracts. But do we get paid each time this sort of thing happens? But now, look, we have a train coming in over here on platform 2. Is that what that's telling us? Waiting for train COM 1671 to finish its thing. No. Okay. So what is that over there? That's just telling us where that needs to go. Oh, okay, that's fine. We can do that. That's okay. So yeah, if we switch that to there. Oh no, I've opened the line up. No, don't do that. Close the line, then change the switch, because that's going back to Nuneaton platform 2. Then open that up, and then you should be fine. Right, okay. So the train comes along here. Oh, maybe that's the thing to complete the contract. That's basically it's got to get there at that particular time, and then get out of there. Okay, yes, there we go. We got some lovely, exciting kind of green train point things, and we got some money as well, which is brilliant. I mean, now we could, in theory, invest in some things. Now, I didn't cover this in the tutorial. I'm sure it'll all be fine. We can muddle through. I mean, what do we have? Maybe auto-reversing trains, because that's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? That'd be okay. If we could just auto-reverse things, if they know they've got to go back, that'd just be quite a handy thing, not to have to bother with that. So I think maybe let's invest in some really simple things. What do platform adjustments do? Unlocks platform buttons in the contract focus view. Okay, I'm sure that's going to be wonderful, but we're not going to look at that. Let's go for auto-reverse trains. Can we please, if we're allowed, install that upgrade? So what does it say? Dead-end platforms connected only from one side, automatically reverse trains once stopped. Turned on globally once unlocked, but can be turned off. Okay. So, yeah. So the 2 stations we've got will automatically turn the trains round, which I think might save a little bit of time. Or do we go for automatic routing? Unlocks auto signal in the construction. Auto signal can create a route by setting every switch along a path to the next signal. First click. Oh, here we go. Right. This is where it gets complicated. First click to select the signal. Okay. So we'll select a signal, and then click on the track to select the destination. Okay, so we'd have to go... Oh, so it's a replacement little signal thing like that. Okay, right. So you can sort of say, right, it's going to go between there and there when things are ready. Can be improved by the routing queue upgrade. Oh, dearie me. Manual signal route preview unlocks an option. I mean, if we're going to automate it, then that'll be fine. Maybe, for fun, and for it to go probably horribly wrong, let's just get this, shall we? Let's get this. The red upgrades, by the way, are even better. They're kind of big, fancy things. So you get regional trains and freights and that kind of stuff. Get special kind of shunting things. I don't think we're quite to that point just yet. I think, yeah, we have to get up to 8 trains running per cycle, is that? And that gives us 3 of these points. But, yeah, if we get that, we'll have a little look. But, yeah, I've nowhere near covered that in any kind of tutorial stuff whatsoever. Let's maybe... I'm kind of tempted. The routing is okay. Maybe we should get the other stuff in. I'm going to get auto-reverse trains. Yeah, can we have that, please? Okay, so we can now auto-reverse trains. So one less thing for us to have to do, which is quite nice. So we should be able to see this. I imagine at 9:15... I'm going to get another thing. So, yeah, you want to come in on Nuneaton Platform 1. I mean, yeah, if we get enough of those points as well, we can have an auto-assigning thing. So the train comes in and we don't have to say, go to Platform 1. It does it automatically. So maybe, yeah, if we can just get this little bit set up in an automated way, we could then go from there and make things bigger. But, yeah, we are where we are. Let's do this bit first. Right, so like that. and going into Atherstone 2, yeah? Okay, this is fine. Open that up. You are ready to roll, my train friend. Through you go. Yeah, they only go at 40 kilometers per hour. But yeah, you can get bits of track that are quicker, but this is fine. So, there you go. It turned around, look. So that just flipped around without us having to tell it to do so, which is brilliant. Okay, right, there we go. That will save a little bit of faffing about and fiddling around. And yeah, if we can just rack up those points a bit more, that means we can then get automated arrival things, which will save a bit of time, and it'll just make life a bit easier. So there we go. Another one of those is done. I imagine 9:30 will come round and we're going to get another train coming in. There we go. It's exactly the same. Yes, okay, right, let's just, because this is all sort of relatively samey, let me just get these sort of final, what have we got? Final few contract trains coming through. We'll just work our way through those. And then we'll see where we are with our lovely kind of upgrade things. If we can just get the fancier upgrades, that would be quite nice. That'd be fancy. I mean, this one's quite good, look. Just boop, just turns it around automatically because it knows. And then, yeah, back over there. So, yeah, okay, let's try to get to, what was it? Auto-accepting trains. Let's come back when we have 3 little green train points. And yeah, we'll get that and see how that works. I think that could be quite useful. Okay, so our train pulls in at platform 2 over at Nuneaton, and there we go. We now have 3 little green train things. So I think, can we now get auto-accept trains? Because that means we don't have to say, yep, you're coming, go to platform 1 or whatever. It'll just arrive at the right platform because we can automate things. So yeah, okay, can we have that, please? There we go, installed. Whooshy exciting thing. And now, I think when we get to 10 o'clock in the morning, we should see that in action. So let's just slow time down a bit. Oh my God, maybe a tiny bit quicker than that. Because I think they come in about a minute beforehand, don't they? Okay, so now look, that train has already come in over here. We didn't have to go, yep, do you know what, you're waiting to come in. Hang on, go to platform 1, please. It knows it needs to go to platform 1, and it goes to platform 1. Which is brilliant. Okay, we still have to do the kind of the point switching things over here, which is okay. That's absolutely fine. It's not too much of a bother, but there we go. So another little bit of automation kicked in there just to make our lives a bit easier. I don't know what that was telling us, but okay, there was a thing. So yeah, I don't know how long we do these contracts for. I'm not quite sure how long we do these things for. Can we see how long? What is that? Like a scheduling thing? Oh. Okay, but how many of these we've got? 3 trains every 60 minutes. Oh, continue after fulfilled. If enabled trains continue arriving after 3 managed trains, the contract is rejected manually. If disabled, contract is ended after these trains. Oh, I see. So that's now just going to keep running and running and running forever. That's going to keep going. And every time we complete that loop, that little journey, we get 2,000 monies. Oh, okay, right, I see. How do I come out of this? Oh, and that's where the automatic kind of, yeah, there we go. The platform adjustments technology thing is coming in. So we can say on that contract, go in on platform 1 and do that on platform 2 and whatever. Okay, right, that's fun. How do we come out of that? Do we press escape to come out of that? And that one? Yay, there we go. Okay, what we'll do is then, I think now what we should do is try and get up to automatic routing. What's perpetual circuit? Allows a signal to make perpetual routes. What does that mean? What does that? I don't know what that means. Okay, I think we need automatic routing first because that's got pointy triangle sort of things on it rather than signals, rather than the round ones which are manual. So I think we need that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's just run time on then, shall we? Again, it's all sort of fairly straightforward. It's all nice and simple. So let's just run time on until we have 5 of those, and then we'll just automate the sort of thing with bobs, the switches or whatever they are. We'll get that thing. Automatic routing. Let's see what that's all about when we can get there. Okay, our train is coming in over here to Nuneaton Platform 2, and it'll clear off very soon and give us a lovely green train thing. Right, okay, now I've got 5 of those. We can unlock automatic routing. Is this what we want to do? I don't know, but it sounds like an exciting, useful thing. So, okay, install that upgrade, please. So now it creates a route by setting every switch along a path to the next signal. First, click to select the signal. Okay, so we have to select the signal and then click on the track to select the destination. Okay, so let's see if we can work out what's going on there. Can we do anything about that at all? I'm not entirely sure. Also, I think, are we limited to the amount of stations we can have? I think we can buy up to 2 more stations, and then we have to get the more stations researchy thing to get even more. But I think we can have a couple more. I mean, maybe that'd be quite good. However, we can now go into the construction mode, and there we go. It costs 5,000 of the monies for an automatic signal. Okay, however, we have got the contract set up, so maybe for now we just upgrade these signals here and then see if we can make the automated thing work. So we need signals. Oh, it's only 3,000 because we've already paid 2,000 for a signal anyway. Okay, that's fine. So it's going to be a little bit cheaper. So if we upgrade that, and we'll do that one as well for the sake of it. Right, so now what happens with those? I don't know how we do anything else with this. So click on the signal. Hang on, oh no, unclick that. I don't want to do that, unclick that. So how does this work then? So we want to go number 1 to number 2 because that's our contract that we've got. So we want them to go like that. Okay, that's good. But then we want it to also we want it to then go back in the other direction, do we not? Is that not what we want? We then want it to go back because they've got to then turn around and then go back sort of that. How does this work? Hang on, let's go back into the thing. What happens with this then? Auto's going to create a route by setting every switch along a path to the next signal. Okay, that's fine. First click to select the signal, which we did, and then click on the track to select the destination. It prevents collisions. The route is not created when a single piece of track along is already allocated or occupied. Oh, dearie me. Okay. So I think they can get there. I think, yeah, they can make their way to there, but then can they make their way back? I don't know if they can make their way back. I think they might possibly... Do we need to have a different platform or something? Let's see how this plays out. Let's get another train coming in. Let's see what happens. Unless we haven't got any more trains. Oh, no, there we go. Right, so you're going to come in. You need to come in Nuneaton 1, Atherstone 2, which is where you're going to go. And then back to Nuneaton number 2. I mean, yeah, there is... The path is created from the opposite direction. Right-click to revert. Pause time for a second. So right-click. Oh, I see. Ah, okay. And then from there, go back to... No, hang on a minute. Click on the automated route thing. And then go to platform 2? No. I don't understand. Right, let's see if this works. So we haven't done anything with this train here. It says come in. It's making its own way over here. This is all fine. Right, so it goes over there. And then it's going to automatically turn around. And now, maybe now we can do it. Okay, so now go from there to number 2. Okay, so do that, please. But now, has it forgotten its initial thing? It might have forgotten its initial thing. I want that to do the same thing. Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure how that works then. I mean, that sort of was fine. That was okay. But I don't feel like... So when another one comes in, is that now... That can't be a one-off automated, and that's rubbish. So, yeah, I don't know. Unless it... Hang on. I need to go back and read it again. What's this about? Automatic routing. That seems a little bit pointless. It seems like we still have to click on things. Oh, I think maybe that's just useful for the switch controls. So we don't have to go through and flick all the switches along a particular route to make the train go from A to B. It just knows that it has to do those particular switches on the route that we've said. So at the moment for us, it's not that useful because our route isn't that long. But if it was a long, big, kind of complicated route, that would be quite useful. Okay, right, so that still doesn't automate things as much as I would like. I mean, where is all the kind of the automated stuff? There are like departure sensors and things like that. Relay sensors sound exciting. However, we have got one little green train point. Let's maybe get signalling safety. That sounds like quite a good thing. Unlocks an option in the interface configuration. Prevents setting a route from a manual signal that leads to a switch that is not set correctly or to an occupied or allocated track. So that's for a manual signal. But we haven't got those anymore because we replaced them with the automated signals. So I don't know if we necessarily need that kind of thing anymore. Do we need that? Okay, maybe we just save the money. Let's, not the money, save the little kind of green train point things. And, I don't know, invest them in something else? I really don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, the relay sensor thing down here seems quite handy, look. But I don't know whether it automates things as much as I would like them to do. But, okay, right. So, come back out of that. Maybe we've got 11,400 units of the monies. Should we possibly think about getting another station? What if we went to, say, Tamworth? What if we unlock Tamworth? Can we unlock Tamworth? I've got no idea. Let's go to construction and see if we can unlock Tamworth. So by platforms and auto blocks. Yeah, there we go. So we could, in theory, buy Tamworth Platform 1 for 1,000 monies. That is a little bit far away, though. So we'd have to sort of do a few more routes on our existing sort of tracks right now to save the money, then connect that up. Because that's quite a long way away. Unless we invested in these. Auto block. Oh, hang on, what's that? You can unlock it in system upgrades and then buy it. Oh, okay. Oh, there's an auto block. Oh, okay. Right, I see. Okay. So they are little kind of switches. They're little kind of inbuilt switches. So we can connect, say, Atherstone up to there and then down to there. And it'll run through this kind of auto block thingamajig. Is that useful? Do we want to do that? I don't know. I really don't know. Or do we sort of come down here? Do we buy Birmingham International over to Marston Green and have another little kind of setup, a bit like that? Because it doesn't have to be all connected. We can connect things eventually. Maybe that's what we could do. So buy, say, Platform 1 at Birmingham International, Platform 1 at Marston Green, connect them up, and then just run a train between those two, and then eventually come over here, maybe get Stetchford. Let's do that, shall we? Let's buy a platform at Birmingham International, yay, and then 15... Ooh, the lights have just come on at Birmingham International. Hello, Birmingham. And then 1,500 monies for Platform 1 at Marston Green. Okay, so the light flickers on at Marston Green. And then we would probably, if we could, want to upgrade them to the automatic thingamajigs. And then we're going to need to connect them. But I don't think we're going to have enough money. We need 9,600 money to connect them together. So I don't think we can do that. So there's no money on the thing. So what can we do? We can get to about there. Okay, right. So that's a work in progress. But we haven't got a contract for those, so nothing's going to happen down there. Nothing's going to pop in, I don't think. If it does, then we're in trouble, and bad things will happen. But I don't think anything's going to happen. However, I have forgotten about this over here. Yeah, can we just get you over to Platform 2, please? Just make that happen. Make that happen. You might possibly be a little bit late. You're supposed to be there at 11:35. Just put your foot down. Put your foot down, driver. And then, yeah, back over to Platform 2, please. See, that's still a bit manual. That's still a little bit kind of manual doing all that. But okay, right, so what did we need? About another 10,000 monies, was it, or something? So get you back over there. That will get us some money. Thank you very much. 2.5 grand. So we can build a tiny bit more track down there. But, okay, that's what we need to do then. So actually you want to go to Platform 2. Yeah, how do we automate that? I want to automate this entire bit so we could just leave that running on its own. And just go, there you go, brilliant, yeah, I suppose we have to do something, I guess. A little bit of manual intervention. But this does make it a little bit easier without having to sort of turn the trains around and fiddle about with the tracks and all that kind of stuff and the switches and what have you. So it does make it a tiny bit more straightforward. Okay, right, so you go over there. That's going to be another 2,000 monies. We might want to get some slightly different contracts at some point, but I think what we'll do is we'll use the money we've got coming in now just to fix this bit of track up, and then maybe when that's all done, we can then, I don't know, change the contracts over here and just make things a bit different or whatever. But yeah, for now, I think this is looking alright. This is looking fine. So we'll let this run until we've got, and about 10 grand, I think. Fix that bit of track over there, and then see where we go from that point. Okay, another train pulls up at Platform 2. When that's done, we should get the monies, and there we go, right, over 10 grand. So we should be able to, I think, now connect, hang on, go to there. Yeah, so connect that up with that over there. Okay, brilliant. And because it's just one direct line, we don't need any kind of sort of switches or anything, because it's just one simple thing. That should be fine. I assume we can't go through these things. I assume we can't go through these. We can't have a train going from here through these kind of, I don't know, black and yellow sort of sections. I think we have to kind of build around these because, geography gets in the way, sort of towns and hills and everything else. So I assume that's what they're for. So we couldn't very easily connect Nuneaton up with, say, Birmingham International, because that's not how that works. However, Marston Green is now connected. Got 3,300 money left. I mean, is it worth buying another platform? Also, that's probably a really awful way of doing that, isn't it? Should we not have connected it up to the bottom one? And then, we can have different kind of platforms and, switches and things like that. Okay, so now, if we come out of here, we have got 6 exciting points over here as well. What's a train alert? Unlocks train alert section in the interface config. A visual will be displayed along with the sound each time a train is stopping or is stopped at a signal, and when a new train entered via a sink or coach yard. I'm going to pretend to understand this. You can toggle the different notifications to only get the notifications you want. Okay, I don't know. Auto blocks might be a useful thing to get, just because they're on the map and we're doing building stuff. So maybe let's grab that, shall we? And then we've got 3 points left that we could invest in. I kind of feel like we should get all the tier 1 things. That'd be quite a good achievement, wouldn't it? We'll get signalling safety. We'll just switch that on. And, manual route thing, we'll get that just because it's a thing to tick off, isn't it? Just because it's a sort of a thing that we can have. Okay, so interface configuration, it says. That's down there. So we can now have different things. Signaling safety and manual signal route preview. Okay, so they're now switched on. So how do we now go about getting a contract running trains between Birmingham International and Marston Green? How does that happen? How do we go about getting a new contract? Offered. Okay. No offered contracts. Right. Now, they did cover this in the tutorial, but I can't remember. Did you click on here? And then press some buttons? Was it configure in there? No, but you can change the colours, so that's quite fun. Okay. Contracts. Let me try and figure out how to get a new contract, because that might be quite useful. Unless we can only have... Can we only have 4? Maybe we can only have 4 of them. Possibly. Maybe let's get rid of 2 of these, because I think we'll fulfill their contracts now. So yeah, we'll get rid of... what time is it now in the background? 12:41. So get rid of the next one. So get rid of 12:45. Yeah, there's no penalty for it because we've completed it. And then the 1 o'clock. Get rid of that as well. So then we've got 2 contracts. So now, are we being offered any more contracts? Let's just wait and see if time ticks by and somebody pops up and says, hey, here's a contract for you. I don't think it's going to. Right, okay. How did contracts get issued out? Automated Contracts Manager. That is something that sounds quite useful. I don't think we have access to because nothing lights up on it. We have to get the Financial Contracts Manager Tech. Okay, right. So it's not that one then. Right, okay. Let me jab enough buttons and see if I can figure out how we can get a contract set up for down here. So then we can have 2 lots of trains going at the same time. We have trains on that route and trains on that route, if I can work out how it's supposed to actually all fit together. Right, okay. So on the very handy contracts help screen here, it does say to generate contracts, specific buildings are required. Conductor offices for green contracts, like we've been doing, I think, and dispatcher offices for red contracts. Okay, so we've been working on green contracts then. I think that's what we've been doing. So we need some conductor offices. Hopefully they're really cheap. I think, are they in here somewhere? There. There's a conductor office. I saw that earlier and I didn't know what it was for. It provides green contract offers for the station it is built for. Okay. So if we get one of those and then we just put it next to Birmingham International, that might start generating contract offers. Okay. Let's do that then. I mean, where do we put it? I feel like we should put it over here somewhere because there's going to get in the way of the train tracks. Maybe we'll just pop it there. Okay, so it's linked to Birmingham International. So, yeah, maybe we should have invested in those. We got given the contracts at the start, but I didn't realise that was kind of how this thing worked. Okay, so now come out of build mode. So that is now just... Can we configure that? It's just a conductor office. Okay, so we can get commuter contracts from that. When does this happen? Can we have a contract, please? Also, what are we doing up here? Oh, yeah, we cancelled the next trains, didn't we? So right now, not much is going. It's a very quiet day on the rail network. Nothing much going on. Possibly we shouldn't have cancelled those trains. Because now literally nothing is happening. Waiting for a contract to come through from here. And nothing is happening on there either because we cancelled the trains. Brilliant. There we go. There we go. Right. We have the offer of a contract. Okay, so go from Birmingham International, stops 1 minute, to Tamworth. Tamworth? Tamworth is over there. No, we can't do that. That's impossible. No, we definitely can't do that. Buy at least one platform on every contract station to accept. Okay, so we have to decline that because there is no way we can do that because it's physically impossible for us. We haven't got the connections to make that do a thing. Okay, never mind. That's fine. What was that? Score detail. Ooh, okay. A thing has happened. On-time trains per cycle. 4. 5 lower than the median. Okay, continue this. What's happened? Is this good? Oh, I thought I was thinking it was, that screen there, but no. I clicked the button rather than just sort of hovering over it. Okay, that's fine. Right. So I think then we've kind of scuppered our chance a little bit of making lots of money because we cancelled 2 of our contracts that we possibly shouldn't have done. And now we need some money over here to invest in a new little kind of conductor thing to get some contracts for Nuneaton, which is a bit unfortunate. However, we do have a thing over here, so we can at least get that working. And we have Birmingham International to Atherstone to Nuneaton. Okay, we can't do that either. Because that just isn't possible. I don't. Why is it giving us? It's connected to Marston Green. Can we not just have it going between Birmingham and Marston Green, please? That would be sensible. Maybe if we put another contract down near Marston Green, that might work. Okay, we're going to decline that contract because that's just silly right now. And that can go back over there. Thank you. When you're done, give us your money, which would be wonderful. And then, maybe we get another little one down here near Marston Green. And maybe that might help generate some more contracts. Kind of feel like this is probably not how to play this game. We're playing it in the Geek Cupboard way, where things are done badly. Okay. Right, so we have another train coming in at 1:30, I think. Right, so get that one sorted. We'll get this sorted. So you come in, and then we'll have a little bit of money left. So we could potentially build... Yeah, it did say the more of those you build, the more contracts you get. So maybe... if we put another one near Birmingham International and another one near Marston Green, that might help out a little bit in getting a new contract set up. I think that's possibly what we should look at. We are also stocking up on the green things here as well, which is pretty good. That's quite handy. That's no bad thing. And there we go. Get paid. Marvellous. Okay, stopwatch specialist. We've dispatched 30 trains on time. I mean, it's quite easy when you're not really doing much with it. Okay. That is Birmingham to Atherstone. Stop giving us these things that we definitely can't ever do. Unless, do you know what, as an experiment, just to see if this is actually correct in what I'm thinking. If we want to build a bit of track, could we build it through that? Yeah, connection not possible. So to get from Birmingham International to Atherstone, that's how would you even do it? Who's trying to sort that contract out? I don't even know where you'd go. Would we have to sort of build... Yeah, we can't connect Nuneaton to Birmingham International because that's not how that works. I don't really understand that. Let's get a conductor office near Marston Green. We can put them anywhere by the look of it. So we'll just pop that there for now, look. Right, so that's 2,000 gone on that. And then we'll have another one going next to Birmingham International. Just to see if that triggers any more contracts going on. Birmingham International to Atherstone is nonsense. So no, we're not having that. So let's see if this is going to work. Let's see if that's going to work out. There's a thing there, invalid configuration. Why? No currently unlocked green traffic type is serviced by the station. What does that mean? What does that mean, game? I don't know what that means. No currently unlocked green traffic type. Okay. Do we have to just... Can we move it? Can we pick that up and move it somewhere? Come out of that. Can we pick you up? Oh, yeah, we can move... Let's just move you over here. Look. There we go. Because we know that works, sort of, on this side. Keep an eye on the trains over there. Right, okay, yeah, I feel like we've made a bit of a bodge of this. But never mind. Right, these things down here. We're keeping on a contract down here. Maybe one day at some point, there will be a contract that goes to Marston Green. That is Birmingham to Tamworth. We're nowhere near connected to Tamworth. Please stop sending us those ones. That's very silly. That is Birmingham to Atherstone. Can't do that one either. Come on. Marston Green is right there. The people of Marston Green are saying, hey, can we please have a train? I love trains. I'd love to be able to get on a train and go to Birmingham International. Wouldn't that be a hoot? So somebody sort of contract out for that. The people of Marston Green demand it. That one is going from Nuneaton to Coles Hill Parkway to Birmingham International. I don't even know how you do that. I don't even know how that would be a thing. You'd have to go round many other things. I don't even understand how that would work. I don't know. Can we just have a nice simple train? At least, because time is ticking by, we're going to get this one sorted. At least the new contract, the old contract's going to come through and get that one sorted out to make a little bit more money and some lovely green train points. That'll be quite fun. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the contracts down here. I'm not holding out much hope with them, to be honest. Right, there we go. Get you sorted. You want to go to Atherstone platform 2. That is Birmingham to Atherstone. Why isn't that accepting... Well, maybe that can't accept the type of traffic. Is Marston Green not... Maybe Marston Green isn't sort of... Hang on, configure that. Service contracts there. That can accept commuter traffic. Can Marston Green accept commuter traffic? I don't know. It can. I'm fairly certain it can because I'm fairly sure I've gone through there on a train many times. Yeah, service contracts, commuter, and then intercity is locked, and all the red ones are locked away. Yeah, we're not going to get to those at any point. Okay, maybe, but is it the same for these over here? Atherstone. No, Atherstone's got that thing. Look, it says services contracts, and that one also has services contracts. So maybe that's why we're not getting a contract for Marston Green, because it's not got any kind of contract things in. But why game? Why can we not have that? Why can we not have that going on? I don't understand. Game. Is it a new thing that we need to unlock? Is that a new thing that we're supposed to unlock? I do not know. Platform adjustments. We can adjust the platforms as part of our existing contracts, but that doesn't help us get the new contracts, the better contracts. More contract offers is down there. You can have a limit of 2 contracts per office instead of 1. That would be quite useful. It is 20 of those points though, and I kind of feel like we should have done this a little bit better. Departure sensor is what we want. Unlocks departure sensor in the construction. Built on a platform, it controls the auto signals on its ends to automatically route the departing and passing trains. That's what we want. We want one of those. Must have the routing table defined in the departure sensor configuration. This is very complicated. Oh, dearie me. There are so many things. Yes, and I don't know why that is not able to accept other things. Can that? Yeah, that can accept things. So, do you not... Maybe Marston Green can't do anything. Which is a bit of a shame, because I think... Hang on, go back into here. Here we've used up all of our stations. All of our stations are now kind of used. We'd need to unlock more stations down there to then possibly unlock Stetchford, to then link Marston Green to Stetchford and just have that as a kind of a through route, possibly. Okay, we'll cancel that contract. Right, yeah, this hasn't gone well at all, has it? We need a big pile of money. And we're just going to have to keep running it on these, because we've done ourselves out of effectively half of our income, because we got rid of half of those contracts. I didn't realise how difficult it was getting a new contract in. Okay, right, we need to get to 5 of those to then unlock more stations, and then we might need to buy access to another station. We could go for Tamworth, possibly. Hang on, come out of that for a second. That's over on platform 2. So, yeah, we could buy Tamworth, or we could buy Stetchford, and then try to make use of this down here. That would also be quite good. It might be worth as well. Do we want to... we could put another thing near Nuneaton. How about... Here's an idea, just to try and make things a bit different again. Try and get some more money coming in. Given that these things are pretty rubbish, can we just put one over here? Impossible here. Completely impossible. Can we put that there, look? Will that generate contracts for Nuneaton? Which might then be quite helpful, because then we can just get some more money from a route that we know might actually do something. Nuneaton to Atherstone, and then back to Nuneaton again. Who'd have thought it, eh? Okay, can we look at that? So, yeah, we can sort of set things. So it comes in at Nuneaton Platform 1, and then goes to Atherstone Platform 2, and then leaves Nuneaton Platform 2. Yeah, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. What do we get paid for that? 3,500 each time. Oh, that's better than what we got last time. You can check with right tech, I think. You can change these, can't we? And change the platforms? Is that not a tech thing? Did we unlock that tech? No. Timetable adjustments and things. Okay, maybe that's what you can do once the contract is established. Maybe that's a new thing you can do. I mean, yeah, 3,500. Yeah, absolutely. Continue after fulfilled. They wanted that for 5 trains. Okay. So are they going to be... When does it start, though? Can we change when it starts? Can we say 1440? Where are existing contracts? Can we see where they are? This might go horribly wrong again. If I've tried to schedule at the same time as other contracts. Hang on, can we see where are the other contracts? What time are those? We've got active. So it's, yes, 30 minutes past. So 15 minutes past and 30 minutes past the hour. So we could do this one at 45 minutes past the hour, and that would be fine. Yeah, so arrive at that time and then depart. Yeah, okay, so it's like the old one, but we get more money for it. Yes. Okay, let's do that. So that can come in like that, and then, yeah, we should see, in 5 minutes' time, that kicking in, which would be quite good. And we've got 5 of those points. So, unlock more stations, please, because that didn't go very well. So now we can have 3 more stations. So in theory, we could then buy, if we go down to here, so we could buy, for 2,000 monies, we could buy ourselves a platform at Stetchford, and then connect it up via these things over here for 8 grand, and connect that up to Marston Green, and then maybe we get some stuff moving between Birmingham International and Stetchford, because we bought that down there and it's not doing anything. It's just sort of sitting about doing nothing at all. Let's begin work on that, shall we? Let's go across the top here. So we get platform 3 at Stetchford, like that. Okay, so we've bought that, and then we will try our best to move that out. We haven't got any money to do that. 3,200 money. So we can go like that, and that's kind of it. Got 100 monies left, which is not very good. And then, okay, unpause time. Is this now going to be our fancy new train? I think it is. Okay, so it's exactly the same as the existing one. It's all fine. So you go in. We've got a new contract offer there. Now needing to Stetchford, but we can't do that because that's just nonsense. Okay, no, we're not doing that. We'll make sure this goes, because this might give us a nice pile of money. Oh, this was the test train, wasn't it? That was the trial run as well. So, right, so get this one done. Send that back down there. And then do we get 3.5 grand for that, please? Can we have some money, please? Give us the monies in a few seconds. And boom. Okay, right, so, yes, we would get 3.5 grand. So accept those contract conditions. Oh, we did get it. Okay, and we got a point as well. Right, wonderful. That is Birmingham to Atherstone, and that is Nuneaton to Atherstone. Okay, and another 3,500 monies. So if we pencil that one in to begin on the hour, so we had 15 minutes past, 30 minutes past, 45, and now on the hour, that should be okay. So come in on platform 1, Atherstone 2, Nuneaton 2. Yes. Okay, so now we should get some decent money from up here, and that does make me think, do we bin off the old contracts that pay less, and then, replace them with these ones that give us more? Maybe that's what we should do. Possibly. So the quarter past ones, chuck that in the bin. So that's fine. And then the half past ones, chuck that in the bin. And then replace them with the better ones to just get more money out of it. Yeah, okay, right, there we go. We have to run things on a bit now to try and get some some more money coming in. But eventually we are going to connect this up. We're going to get Birmingham International doing something. An actual route that it can do as well, not these daft ones that it keeps proposing. The people trying to sort these contracts out don't quite understand how train lines work. In order for us to send a train between here and there, it's got to be connected, people offering the contracts. Stop being silly. Okay, we're back up to 4 contracts over here going from Nuneaton to Atherstone. That's quite good. Another train is coming in. That'll give us some more money, which is wonderful. Right, that's one of these sort of trial trains complete for the new contract. So there we go. They're now all up and running. We have got a contract there going from Nuneaton to Coleshill Parkway. That route doesn't exist, so no, we're not going to do that. That's just very silly. Got 5 of these. Let's maybe go for perpetual circuit. Built on the auto signals, allows the signals to make perpetual routes. I don't know what that means, but okay, let's just go for that. Install that upgrade, please. Hooray, we can have perpetual routes. Is that good? Is that what we want? Do we want that kind of thing? I don't know. So if we click that to there, and then the path is right-click to revert, and then put that to there. No, I still don't know how we automate these things. I'm not quite sure. I feel like I've possibly broken that now as well. Okay, never mind. However, we also do have a big pile of money, which is brilliant. So can we please sort this out? Can we buy that little kind of thingamabob there for 8 grand? And then can we connect that to there for 6,400? I think we're going to fall just ever so slightly short. We need 200 monies, plus a little bit more to swap these out to the automatic signal things. Okay, this is fun. This is all part of the journey of being a trained person. That's already set up to go. That's all fine. So you should be able to get on with that journey. That's all good. So we need a little bit more money, I think. So I think if we get up to, I don't know, 8,000 possibly, which with the new contracts isn't actually going to take that long. So I think that should be okay. I think that'll be fine. I kind of feel like this is the worst possible way to play this game, because it seems like we're doing it very slowly. It seems like we're doing it very slowly. I mean, it's methodical, and I think it's okay. We are certainly delivering people to where they need to be on time. We're doing a grand job of being punctual with things, which is brilliant and very unlike the British Rail Network. But I think we are doing it quite slowly. I didn't realise that we couldn't send people to Marston Green. That didn't help. That was a little bit of a nuisance. It would have been nice had the game sort of told us about that. I didn't realise that we couldn't go there, so that was a bit unfortunate. But never mind. Look, now the money's coming in, 3,200. I think if we get, another one of those. Well, let's do the building work down here. Let's do the building work to connect that up to there. Right, that is now connected. And then we can upgrade one of these, I think, for now. So we can get one automatic thingamabob going there. However, do we have any contracts? So we've got Birmingham International, then going to Stetchford, and then back to Birmingham International. So it would require a lot of fiddling about with these things. So I think we need another, it's 2 grand each. So 2 for 6 grand to sort out the auto switch things, not switches, auto signals for those 3 there. But then that means we can get that route set up and working properly. So I think, we'll run this through another couple of times. Let's do another couple of runs of our Nuneaton to Atherstone, really reliable route. People love this route. It's on time, it's fast, it's lovely. So we'll do that a couple of times. And then I think we could maybe try to get that route sorted out and have a train going along there. Wouldn't that be a revelation? A train going between those two train stations along a train track that we built. That would be exciting. Okay, the train is going into Nuneaton Platform 2, as is often the case, and then we get paid the money. It's right, 7,300. So I think now we can upgrade that and that and that. No, it's 3,000 each time, isn't it? Oh, botheration. Okay, 2 of them are done. Now we need one more trip over here, and that means we can upgrade that one at the bottom there, the signal, and then maybe some trains can go from Birmingham to wherever the other place is. What's it called? Birmingham to Stetchford. That would be good, wouldn't it? There we go. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, people of Stetchford. Just hold on and maybe don't make any plans. Write everything down in light pencil, because there is the potential this could go horribly wrong. But here we go. Let's get this done. So bring this back over here. Give us some lovely money for it. We are sort of stocking up on the things here. We are picking up on the little sort of green train contract point things. Right, 2,300 money. That should be, I think, is it enough to... Why was it only 2,000? I thought we got 3,500 each time. Did we not? Was it late or something? Oh, I thought we got a bit more than that. Oh, okay, we'll have to do this again then. Oh, okay, right, let's do this one more time then. Go, train, go, with speed. Right, maybe this time then. So the train comes in and we get paid the monies, which is 3,500. Oh, I don't know what happened to the last lot. Maybe I just miscounted or something. I don't know. However, right, we're here now. So upgrade that signal. Right, so now they're all automated signals. And I think we still do have the 2 contracts hanging around down here. So that contract says, can you please go from Birmingham International to Stetchford and then back to Birmingham International? We're going to have to go through Marston Green, but I think that's fine. So let's see how this works. We get 4,000 for that, and that's going to be a 5-train contract that will then kind of renew and just carry on. Okay, so we'll do that. So, okay, Birmingham International. Let's do it so it leaves on the hour, so I can sort of figure out the time. So there, gets to Marston Green, 1804. Departure... Oh, botherations. Okay, right. It has to stay at Marston Green for some obscure reason. It just waits there for a minute for no readily apparent reason. And then goes to Stetchford, then back to Marston Green, and then to Birmingham International. Okay, so the travel time is 19 minutes, apparently. Is it? 18... It leaves at 1801, and it gets back at 1823. Well, that's not quick enough. Is it? That's not fast enough. Upgrade your tracks and adjust the timetable any time. Okay. Are they going to be happy though? Travel duration by current schedule, 90. I'm just going to okay. Yeah, great. Cracking. Let's do that. And was that on the hour as well? So that contract might well come in. Now this is where it would get tricky, because now we've got to manage the 2 trains here. They have got the auto track things, which is fine, but that's going to have to go to... Oh, we can't even put it over there, look. You have to do this in stages. Right, so they're over there. Finish 10 cycles in endless mode on a single map. Oh, we did 10 cycles. Okay, that's good. Right, so now the 2 trains leave. They're going to get to where they need to go. We're going to have to manage this one over here to then say, go from here to... I mean, there would be ideal, but no. So go from there to there. Oh, and there to... okay, no, we can do it. We do it in stages. Okay, right, there we go. Lesson learned. You go back over there. So their one's going to be quick. Your one is going to take a little while longer to get sorted. So we can only really have 2 going on this route. Can't have 4, like we have on that one, because they'll crash in the middle of the line, and that would be bad. Right, so they go over there, and now here, here, and then there... Then they can just make their way back. Okay. Right, and they've come in. Right, they go to platform 2. These guys coming through that thingamabob. Hopefully they're going to come out at some point. There we go. They wait over there in those kind of things, whatever they are. These guys are up here. So, yeah, this is kind of why you need to do all the automation stuff. I mean, I know we've not really done very much of the game, but even so, we automated the signals, and we automated the switches, and we automated the turning around of the trains. If we hadn't done that, we'd be doing a lot of clicking. There'd be a lot of clicking happening. So, yeah, I can see the value in automating all the stuff. Right, let's watch down here, because I think that's sorted, isn't it? They're okay. So our first train, going from Birmingham International out to Stechford, and then back again is due to come in. And here we go. Do we get paid lovely money for it? And yes, absolutely. Did we get paid for that? I didn't see what money we got paid for that. However, there is now another contract that we could take for the same thing. Okay, yeah, so we'll have that. However, you can start at 30 minutes past, because otherwise you're not going to be able to make it with the train on the track at the same time, which would be a bit of a pain. Yeah, okay, yes, absolutely. So in a few minutes, we'll get a train coming in down here and one up there. And then we just need to kind of schedule that route again. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's got, yeah, because it's got the Marston Green stop in it, hasn't it? Okay, you go to there and to there and to there, and you go to there. There we go. Zoom out a bit more. Right, let them do that. I still don't know how you automate where they need to go. I'm not quite sure how we do that. I'm sure it's a thing in here. I'm going to save up. I want to get the relay sensor, because that just sounds like a fun thing to have. I don't know what it does. I'm not going to pretend to understand what it does, but I think we should probably get one because, you know, it's the top tier of the research in there. It's the one which costs the most, so it must be good because it's expensive. Value equals worth, doesn't it? Right, we're on 12 lovely green little train points, so let's grab the relay sensors. Again, I'm not quite sure what it does. Built on the track, it controls an auto signal to automatically route trains to one connection. Once a train passes over the sensor creates a route from the controlled signal to the pre-configured connection. Does that tell them to sort of just automatically connect things to make it work properly without us having to click on stuff? I'm not entirely sure. How about we just install that upgrade? Because we can. So hooray! We've got relay sensors. How much are they? Because we have got a decent pile of money now. So there we go. That's a relay sensor. So click on the track to build. Okay, so what if we built one just, I mean, looks like it's facing the wrong way, but what if we put one just there? Let's drop one in. What does that do exactly? So allocate a route. That's kind of facing the wrong way. Can we configure it to turn the other way? I don't, and allocate route, it says. Do we put it, oh, is it supposed to, is it supposed to replace... Is it supposed to replace that? Maybe it's supposed to replace that. Oh, hang on. Go back in here then. So can we pick that up and put it there? Oh, what have I done? Oh, no, terrible things have happened. Which one of these is which now? I've got two. Where's this thing? Where's the relay sensor gone? I don't know where the relay sensor is. Okay. I might have possibly broken this bit down here now. That's a signal CE, and that's signal 550B. But I don't know where this thing is. Impossible here, impossible here. I thought, did it not turn into a thing? Did it not turn into a thing? I'm going to put one up here and see if I can figure it out. I'm going to put one there. Oh, hang on a minute. Why did I click on the wrong thing? Did I click on that? Have I put an auto signal in? Can we sell the auto signal, please? I don't want that. Can we get rid of it? How do we sell the auto signal? Is there a bin? Can we put that in the bin, please? Oh, yeah, there's a bin thing there. Can we get rid of that, please? Yeah, get rid of that. I must have pressed the wrong thing. Okay, $5,000 for a relay sensor. Okay, what does it do? How does this do anything? Select all items to use the sensor. Okay, so that and that. And that configures the target connection for the sensor. Okay, I'm going to pretend that I understand what's going on and that has worked. Okay, so that sensor there will leave switched off. So does that now mean that we should get a couple of trains coming through? So we'll sort this one out first and then we'll look at that one and see what happens. So this one is go to there, go to there, go to there. We know that to be the case. This one here, let's just have a play. So is this going to control this route? It's going to get to there and no, that's not doing anything. I thought it would relay the switch to tell it to turn on or something. And go, Joe, there's someone waiting there, off your part, but no, it hasn't done that at all. Okay, never mind. Right, we'll just run the trains through. They're making their way through as well. That's absolutely fine. And yeah, the highest score that we've got is 6. which I think is okay. I'm quite happy with 6. 6 is a good score for us to have. Yay for the score of 6. Do you know what though? With that done, I think we will wrap things up for now with our little look at Railroute. Now, normally at this point in a video like this, I will say something like, and I think we've had a very good look at the game to see what it's all about and how it works and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think we have had a very good look at the game to see what it's all about and how it works and all that kind of stuff this time round, because we just haven't. We just haven't really had a look at the game in any kind of great detail, because I'm clearly not very good at it. If anything, this video has shown us that, number one, it's quite hard to manage rail networks. Number two, there's a lot to comprehend. There is a lot going on. We've barely scratched the surface, and there's loads going on. There are many different kind of things, all these different kind of tier 2 and tier 3 researchy things. Got red contracts over here with all these things, shunting sensors, urban transit contracts. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And yeah, number three, the third thing this video has shown us, is that I am clearly not very good at this at all. I'm really quite bad at it. And Joe, I don't think this is my kind of game. I don't think it's my kind of game at all. I would not sit down and play this sort of, while I'm not recording. I wouldn't think, you know what, I'm going to go and play this. I've taken a look at it because I thought it sounded like an intriguing idea, but I don't think it's for me. It's not a game that I think I will be coming back to. And that's not to say that it's a bad game. No, it's not. I'm sure it's very good. There's a lot going on. And it all seems very slick and everything works very well. It's all sort of, really well put together. It's just not my kind of thing. That's why I don't play things like, sort of, what do they call them? Automation games, like Factorio and all that kind of stuff. I just can't wrap my head around these kinds of games. There's just too much happening in too many bits, and I've got to keep sort of focusing on too many different areas. I mean, we've only got 2 train tracks, really. We've got one down here and one down here. And we've sort of struggled with various bits and bobs and various concepts. I've put that kind of routing, whatever that thing was down, the relay sensor. I don't know what that does. I don't understand what that does. So yeah, there are many things going on that I just don't comprehend. So yeah, I think whilst it might be a very good game, and if you love this, if you're big into like trains and process management and kind of automation, all that kind of stuff, then this will probably be a game for you. You will like it a great deal because there is loads going on that we've not seen. But yeah, I think I've just been a little bit sort of confused by it all, a little bit lost and bewildered by just the sheer breadth and depth and complexity of it all the different kind of switches and toggles and configs and contracts and everything else going on. There's many things happening. And yeah, if you like this kind of thing, then go and have a look at it. And it's out now. It came out today as I record this, so it's out proper sort of full version 1.0 release, I believe, sort of out of early access and all that kind of stuff. So that's quite good. But yeah, maybe this can just be a sort of a taster video to show you sort of what the game is about, but don't play it like this. Don't play the game like this at all, because this is probably one of the worst ways to play the game. You're supposed to have, like, by this point, I imagine, a great big kind of sprawling network, all sorts of different connections going on and lines going to other things and, things pointing to the places and, many trains going around and signals switching themselves and all that kind of stuff. And we've just got like 6 trains at one time in one cycle going around, which, is okay for us. It's okay. We've played it in the Geek Cupboard way, and it's been okay. It's been an enjoyable thing whilst we've played it, but yeah, not my kind of thing. But that's fine. Not everybody can like everything. It's all fine. If you like trains and such, then you will probably quite enjoy this. But yeah, there we go. We'll wrap things up for now. Hopefully you did enjoy this, even though it probably is a wonderful showcase of how not to play the game. If you did enjoy this, then please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, then please do subscribe to keep up to date with all the other bits and bobs and nonsense that we get up to in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I'll see you next time. This sports car is indeed illegal. You clearly couldn't see the sign saying no cars. I have found the place where I'm going to live forever. The Tea and Biscuits Cafe. I want to rename the dog. Let's call it Woofles. Woofles McBark. Behold, the power of the blimp.